The legend is back. The Ford Mustang Shelby GT350 is returning, and it's bringing all the power, style, and attitude you've been missing. Buckle up, this is going to be epic. Hey everyone, if you're a fan of raw power, iconic design, and that unmistakable V8 roar, you're in for a treat. The Ford Mustang Shelby GT350 is making a comeback. Today we're diving into its legendary history, why it disappeared, and what we can expect from its glorious return. All right, let's cut to the chase. The Ford Mustang Shelby GT350 is officially making a comeback. Ford just dropped the bombshell, and the entire automotive world is losing its mind. After disappearing from showrooms in 2020, the GT350 is roaring back to life, and this time, it's coming with some serious upgrades. While Ford hasn't spilled all the details yet, one thing is clear. This isn't just a reboot, it's an evolution. But let's take a step back for a second. Why is this such a big deal? Because the GT350 isn't just another Mustang. It's one of the most legendary track-ready performance cars ever built. It's a street-legal rocket that delivers precision, power, and pure adrenaline like no other. For years, the GT350 has been the perfect balance of American muscle and race-bred engineering. From its naturally aspirated flat-plane crank V8 that screams to 8,250 RPM, to its lightweight chassis and razor-sharp handling. And now Ford is bringing it back, better than ever. But before we dive into what's new, let's take a trip down memory lane and remember why the GT350 holds a special place in the hearts of enthusiasts worldwide. The history of the GT350, it's 1965, and Carroll Shelby, yes, the same genius behind the Cobra and Le Mans-winning Ford GT40, decides that the newly introduced Ford Mustang needs something more, something faster, something that can dominate racetracks and strike fear into the competition. So what does he do? He rips out the Mustang's comfort features, tunes the suspension for serious performance, and drops in a high-revving 289 cubic inch V8. The result? The first ever Shelby GT350, a lightweight, aggressive, track-bred monster that wasn't just a car, it was a revolution. And Shelby's creation didn't just look the part, it backed it up on the track. The GT350 tore through the SCCA racing scene, winning 3 straight championships and proving that a Mustang could be more than just a pony car. It could be a world-class performance machine. Fast forward to 2015, and Ford decides to resurrect the legend. But this time, they went all out. The new GT350 came packed with a 5.2-liter flat-plane crank V8, screaming to 8,250 RPM and producing 526 horsepower, one of the most glorious-sounding engines ever put in a Mustang. It wasn't just about raw power. The GT350 had track-ready aerodynamics, razor-sharp handling, and a chassis tuned for pure driving precision. But in 2020, Ford shocked fans by discontinuing the GT350, shifting focus to the supercharged brute that is the GT500. While the GT500 is undeniably a monster, it was clear that something was missing. The soulful, high-revving, track-focused spirit of the GT350. Until now, the GT350 is back, and it's ready to reclaim its throne as the ultimate driver's Mustang. Why did the GT350 disappear? All right, let's talk about one of the biggest mysteries for Mustang fans. Why did Ford stop making the GT350 in the first place? First, let's be clear. It wasn't because the GT350 wasn't popular. In fact, it was one of the most beloved Mustangs Ford ever built. That high-revving 5.2-liter flat-plane crank V8, the track-ready suspension, the manual transmission, it was a driver's car through and through. So why did it disappear? Because Ford had something even bigger in the works. Enter the Shelby GT500, the GT350's bigger, badder, and significantly more powerful sibling. With a supercharged 5.2-liter V8 pushing 760 horsepower, the GT500 became the new king of the Mustang lineup. Ford shifted its focus to this high-horsepower beast, and by 2021, the GT350 was officially discontinued. But here's the thing, the GT350 was never just about brute force, It was about balance, precision, and an old-school, naturally aspirated driving experience. It was a Mustang for purists, and its disappearance left a big gap in the lineup. And that's exactly why fans haven't stopped asking for its return. Ford listened, and now the GT350 is making a comeback. But this time, it's not just returning as the same old car, it's coming back with modern upgrades, better performance, and a chance to reclaim its title as the ultimate driver's Mustang. Get ready because the legend is about to be reborn. What can we expect from the new GT350? All right, let's talk about the good stuff. Well, Ford hasn't revealed all the details yet, but here's what we know so far. First off, the design. The new GT350 is expected to be even more aggressive than before. Think larger air intakes, a bigger spoiler, and those iconic racing stripes. It's going to look like it's doing 100 miles per hour even when it's standing still. Under the hood, we're likely looking at a hybrid powertrain. Yes, you heard that right, a hybrid GT350. Before you freak out, hear me out. This isn't your average hybrid. Ford is reportedly combining a V8 engine with electric motors to create a car that's not only more powerful, but also more efficient. And let's not forget about the sound. The GT350's flat plane crank V8 was famous for its spine-tingling exhaust note. If Ford can replicate that with a hybrid setup, it'll be music to our ears. Finally, the tech. The new GT350 is expected to come with all the latest features, from a massive touchscreen to advanced driver assistance systems. But don't worry, this is still a driver's car at heart. Hit that like button if you're as excited about the GT350's return as we are, and subscribe if you want more updates on the latest in the automotive world. Now, back to the action. When is the GT350 coming back? All right, the million-dollar question. When can we finally get our hands on the new GT350? Ford hasn't officially announced a release date yet, but if industry insiders and leaks are anything to go by, we can expect it to hit showrooms sometime in late 2024 or early 2025. That means we're just months away from the return of this legendary muscle car. Now here's where things get interesting. Ford is known for building up hype before a big launch. So expect teaser images, camouflage prototypes, and maybe even a surprise reveal at an auto show in the coming months. And let's be real. When Ford finally drops the official specs and pricing, the internet is going to explode. If you're seriously thinking about getting one, now's the time to start planning. With a name as legendary as the GT350, demand is going to be sky high, and dealerships will likely have long waiting lists. And let's not forget, special edition Mustangs tend to hold their value ridiculously well, so this could be an investment as much as a dream car. So keep your eyes peeled, your wallets ready, and maybe start buttering up your local Ford dealer now. Because when the GT350 finally makes its return, you won't want to miss your chance to own a piece of muscle car history. Why the GT350's return matters. Let's be real. The return of the GT350 isn't just about bringing back a car. It's about passion. It's about nostalgia. It's about the raw, unfiltered thrill of driving. For decades, the GT350 has been more than just a Mustang. It's been a symbol of American muscle and engineering excellence. From its racing roots in the 1960s to its modern-day track-dominating performance, the GT350 represents everything enthusiasts love about a true driver's car. And now, after years of waiting, it's back. But here's the exciting part. This isn't just a win for Mustang fans. It's a win for all car enthusiasts. The return of the GT350 is going to shake up the performance car world. Ford is setting the bar high again, and you can bet the competition is paying attention. Whether it's the Chevrolet Camaro ZL1, the Dodge Challenger Hellcat, or even Ford's own Shelby GT500, everyone is going to have to step up their game. And let's not forget the deeper meaning behind all of this. The GT350's return proves that muscle cars aren't going anywhere. While the industry shifts toward EVs, hybrids, and futuristic tech, the GT350 is a loud, unapologetic reminder that the spirit of Carroll Shelby lives on. At the end of the day, this isn't just a comeback, it's a statement. A statement that driving should be an experience, not just transportation, that some legends never die, they just return stronger. And that as long as there are gearheads out there, cars like the GT350 will always have a place on the road. So buckle up, because the future of muscle cars just got a whole lot more exciting. So there you have it. The Ford Mustang Shelby GT350 is back, and it's ready to make history all over again. Whether you're a diehard fan or just someone who appreciates a great car, this is a moment worth celebrating. If you're as pumped as we are, check out our next video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.